You
need to own up to your irresponsibility.
The instruction of the pilot must be obeyed.
It is not the NCAA that is placing the passenger on a no-fly list.
Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Jesus Kid, and if you're new here, please subscribe, comment, like, and share. It would really help my platform to grow. Please, please, please. Okay, so on Tuesday the 5th of this month, August 2025, popular Fuji musician King Wasiu Ayinde Marshal, fondly called K1 the Ultimate, eventually made headline as drama unfolded at Nnamdi Azikwe Airport, Abuja, when he tried to onboard value jet flight back to Lagos. He was seen with a flask containing what was suspected to be alcohol. And whilst the officers tried to talk him through the situation, making him realize that he needs to surrender the flask, he fled up and spilled the water on the pilot. The pilot angrily went to the plane, shut the door, and initiated takeoff protocol. Things got escalated, of course, and K1 had to stand in front of a moving plane. That was very risky. Of course, the pilots were put on suspension till further notice. And of course, while the investigation is going on, K1 himself had a ban already on his flight. He can't move. I mean, of course, this thing, you were seen with something prohibited to both domestic flights and even international flights. Necessity demands that you just surrender the stuff and then let it slide. I mean, you can't do this outside the country. As a matter of fact, I saw someone saying something like this, that he dares not try that at Heathrow, which is, I mean, we all know how these things go, but then because it is here, there's always a preferential treatment for the elite, which is not supposed to be so actually. But then I am not going to say much on this. We need to look at what the media is saying with regards to this. We'll come back right after that.
By ICAO safety protocol, you must obey the instructions handed down by the pilots and the cabinet, the cabin crew. It does not matter whether you think you are wrong or not. The instruction of the pilot must be obeyed. That one is, and I don't think Kwam1 or anybody for that matter can do this in the UK.
Exactly.
No, he knows it. If they said you are not getting into the aircraft, you can't. Otherwise, they will take you away. They will go and lock you up. And you are playing with a jail term. Because over there, they will view the kind of, the video that I saw, what I saw.
Yes.
Over there, they will view it purely as terrorism.
Oh.
They will view it as an attempt to hijack a plane. That is the thing. We must tell ourselves the truth, because something is wrong with us as a people. The things that people can't do abroad, they come to Nigeria to do.
Well, as he said to me, I just feel there is one thing that is wrong with the system here, and that is, you know, this thing that has to do with preferential treatment and all of that. I mean, this is what the golden rule is all about. This is what the principle of red or stove is all about. It's a rule. Whether you're an elite, whether you're a commoner, I'm sorry to say, for lack of proper word, You abide by the rule. It is a rule. There's nothing you can do about it. You abide strictly. And because he's not ready to all of this, let's just imagine that. Let's imagine that as he was trying to run away from the plane, he slipped off, like he fell down. What would have happened? We'll probably be having another different conversation by now. The media would have exploded by now. Everything would have just been, in a state of bizarre. I mean, the family are not even going to have it. Everything is not going to be funny. Simply by just, how should I put it? Is he sorry or I don't know? I'm sorry would have actually made everything, die down before coming to the media and all of this happening. But then let's see another point of view, because someone else put it in a different way. It's seeming like I'm talking too much, and I don't want it to be like, okay, I'm talking for the general public. Let's see what someone has got to say with regards to this. I mean, it's getting interesting. And you can only speak for yourself. You can't speak for everybody. But then, let's still see further what the media has got to say.
If Wasiu did not, quickly, I mean, he shouldn't be there. Don't get me right.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
If he didn't quickly move.
But if he didn't quickly move, he'll be dead.
We'll be having a different conversation this morning.
So what my point is that there is enough blame to go to both parties in this matter. But what I will say to King Wasiu Ayinde is that you need to own up to your irresponsibility, and that is the best way to redeem yourself in this situation. You had no business contesting with the airline officials how it is that you get in. The rules are the rules. And in some of the things they have said about him, saying that, don't you know who I am? Well, I will say that most Nigerian elites will say that. So, not that we are shocked. But King Wasiu Ayinde, you have a greater reputation. You got to own up to this act of irresponsibility and apologize because of who you are. And then let's begin to sort matters from there.
That's a very important thing to do.
So yeah, that is it. To me personally, I think he just needs to own up to his misdemeanor and just apologize and let everything slide. So we move on from there. But as it is, it seems he's not ready to do that. And of course, his PR team actually came out to say that we are just blowing things out of proportion, that what was inside the flask was not alcohol, it was just water. We are not trying to dispute that actually, but then you said there was even a part where K1 was, I don't know how to put it, he said it that what was inside the flask was herb, like a mixture of some sort of things that he needs to take to stay healthy. The media team or the PR team of K1 came and said it was just water, and we are blowing things out of proportion. And we are having two things now coming out. Herbs, water, I don't know how to put it now, but then it's seeming like something is fishy. But however that may be, you are not meant to onboard a flight with surrender and let it slide. Statements like, don't you know who I am? This is not going to work. It is not only that was not a private jet, and you want to stop other people from moving simply because you feel you have superior power or superiority. I don't know how to put it. I just feel let's see the last thing I want us to see from this issue going on, because a lot of things had been said, and I don't want us to start. We don't bring out what is not here on this platform. The way it is the way we'll bring it to you. Even if at all you don't have access to some materials that could actually make you see the light, we bring it to your doorstep. So that there is one thing, because everybody have been saying a lot. This one is saying this, that one is saying that, but then for us to really know what is going on, the media head to the aviation authority actually came out to say something, and I want us to really key into that before we start spreading some unnecessary news.
Good evening to you and to our viewers. Let me quickly, update some of the information that's out there. First off, it is not the NCAA that is placing the passenger on a no-fly list. The NCAA has issued an advisory to airline operators of Nigeria not to board or fly the passenger until investigations have been concluded into this matter. It is no longer a 6-month issue. It is until whenever investigations into this matter have been concluded.
I need to pause there. Before it was 6 months, and now we are hearing that it's no longer 6 months. The ban is just going to be there pending the time the investigation is going to be concluded. For me, I am seeing some foul play there. I mean, of course, we know what's up. The investigation can be done today, and we still see that K1 is not at fault at all, and then that erased the ban automatically. I think there should be a fair play here, but this is just my own personal perception, my own take on this. He has a lot to dish out, and let's just key into that.
Secondly, I wish to inform you that the NCA has today officially petitioned the Attorney General of the Federation and the Inspector General of Police to conduct a thorough investigation and prosecute K1, who was the passenger on that flight. The pilot, of course, as you know, has had her license suspended as well. Many truths can coexist, and the authority is looking to be fair and just in ensuring that everybody who was culpable in this embarrassing incident is brought to book.
So yeah, there you have it all, people. I have said my own, and I don't want it to be like I am saying too much with regards to this, for it not to be as if one is having anything against a fellow countryman. I mean, K1 is a well-respected person to me, and I'm sure to so many people out there. But I just feel until we stop preferential treatment, making it seems like some people have a hedge over others, and then if you steal money, you can go scot-free with it. If you steal money, you would be penalized duly. I think this is part of the issues we are facing in this country, and it needs to be solved. It needs to end. But then, this is just my own take. This is the Attorney General, the Attorney General of the Federation, the Inspector General of Police. These people are now involved in the matter. Let them solve it. But me personally, I still think a lot more can be done with regards to this situation to make people see that, oh yeah, this is now a safe country. If you do something, regardless of what your status is in the society, this is what you are going to face. This is what is going to be done to you, and that's all. But like I said earlier, it's just my own perception. Let me know how you feel in the comment section. Let's try have healthy conversation around here. And for now, farewell.